Hello everyone, I'm Carolyn Clairvoyant and I want to welcome you to my channel. Hello everyone, and I'm welcoming you to your September Tarotscopes. But before I start, I wanted to go through a few things that have been changing. Of course, if you've been checking into my website, you may have noticed it's had a bit of a facelift, which is quite beautiful. However, if you've got your old links in there, you may need to update them so that you're able to get my current links, because that was also changed. I do have a few special announcements, so if you've been following my travels and trying to book in with me, you may be seeing that my events calendar has been quite full. I'm down in Ballarat or around the Melbourne area at the moment. I'm going to be here for approximately about another month. Then I head over to around about Geelong. So this is your chance to connect with me if you want to have a face-to-face reading. Of course, I'm going to be back in Bathurst, New South Wales around about the 7th of November for private face-to-face readings, and also in Mudgee around about the 30th of November and the 1st of December. And you can check out all of this via my carolynclairvoyant.com website, or if you're on Facebook, of course, look me up under Carolyn Clairvoyant. I've made a bit of a change this month. I've decided to give you a little bit of a glimpse into how I work with the tarot. You may be finding that it's quite different, and others may be finding it's quite a stimulus. It's really fantastic for those that are learning tarot as well. You can understand the interpretations through somebody else's feelings or assumptions or training as well. So don't forget, if you also would like to learn tarot, you should check out my website. I also do teach, and I've released my own book and deck, which you will see me using my deck throughout this reading as well. Well, I thank you everybody. I hope you've really enjoyed connecting with me, and I look forward to many months ahead, if not many more years ahead, for us to all join together. So right now, just enjoy your monthly Tarotscopes. Okay, Cancer, here we go. We're going to look at what's important for you this month. What does September hold for you? Well, we're going to look at your home and your family, or where you are within yourself right now. We're going to look at your career goals and aspirations, your finance, health and well-being, and of course your relationship dynamics here. So the first thing you do have around you in connection with the home and the family is the Ace of Swords. Now this tells you stand strong, stand your ground. You can negotiate, but this is up to you being able to be your own authority on situations. So don't rush head in if you don't have all the information, because it could come back to bite you. But this is a very strong time that you're really looking forward to seeing some positive results over the coming 3 months or so, because I relate this actually to what we call our autumn or the fall. So March, April and May if you're on my hemisphere, and for others it could be sitting around you right now. So Spirit is indicating this is a time in which you are going to be finding that you're very strongly supportive of change within the home. You're feeling like this is a time in which you can support those ideals, and you've got some fantastic results coming out of that. Now your career goals and aspirations are taking on a whole new direction, and this is good because between now and the end of the year you're quite busy. You're implementing new plans, you're looking at new ways to do what you do every other day. Perhaps there's a new job role. Now for those that are applying or looking for work overseas or further afield, then this is very, very positive for you. It shows you that it's in the motions, it's happening, it's got that opportunity to really come together. It does show you that this is your chance, so don't be afraid to put your hand up and ask for something, whether it's a promotion, whether it's a pay rise, whether it's a lot more acknowledgement. For others, it could be that you're just going into a new time of study. This is a new change and transformation within yourself. These transitions are going to be really worthwhile into the new year, but right now it's all about, you know, making that happen, and I feel that it should be quite instantaneous once it starts. Your finances, of course, you've got the Ace of Pentacles sitting up there. That's money, 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 and we all love to know that it's coming through. You shouldn't have any problem problems this month in being able to negotiate anything to do with the finances, especially if this is to do with the home. That money or that abundance is sitting there. So you're spending money to make money, then that's where that'll come in. If you're hoping for a loan or you're hoping to finalize any of your financial areas, then that also will show you that it's going to manifest. So you've got abundance sitting around you. Doesn't mean that you're going to go and be frivolous. It just means that you're really starting to see your money and your financial affairs working in a positive light. Your health and well-being is all about the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant represents the star sign of Taurus, and Taurus rules the lower jaw, in and around the throat and thyroid areas, okay, and it also does rule the left ear. So you may need to take care of areas and listen to advice that's been given to you, especially if you've been going through a few health issues. Now, you may have tried some alternative therapies. Some people try garlic or horseradish or turmeric and all the rest of it. That's fantastic, but you may need to also complement that with actually seeing a doctor or a specialist. So this is about you taking that time to really identify with what your body's telling you throughout this period of time and actually following it through. Relationships is the Emperor in reverse. This tells you straight out you have no idea what's going on. This is one of those times that you're going to feel like you're definitely in the dark, but Spirit says don't jump to conclusions. Don't jump out there and say something or do something that you're really going to regret in the long run, and this may definitely happen. You could find a little bit of stress and strain around the family and the home dynamics, but your personal life, sometimes we don't need to have all those answers to be able to be happy. What we need to do is just trust, and that could be what this is all about, trust. Now, for those that are single and looking, of course, you're going to be wondering what people are thinking about you. You know, is there someone out there for me? Or I've met this person and they seem really nice. Is there going to be anything else in the future? Spirit says you don't need to know right now. What you need to do is just experience the moment. And sometimes having too much information can make you feel a little bit lethal, because then it tells you that you will change direction if it wasn't going to be positive. It is positive. You could push things a little bit too further afield, and this is why Spirit says just take your time, because by taking your time you're going to feel a lot more happier and a lot more settled in yourself. Now, Spirit's message for you that dropped out, which was a card while I was shuffling, is actually the Seven of Swords in reverse. So a lot of the information coming through for you is hinging off what would have transpired up around about the time of the month of July. Now, you may have been finding that things have been in a little bit of a holding pattern. You're waiting on the go-ahead, okay? If you're seeing a doctor, a lawyer or a solicitor, that could be important, or dealing with people in positions to give you the right advice. Once again, this is also about you listening to what you may be very good at about telling everybody else, bringing that back into the self. Don't jump to conclusions though. You're in a better position than what you realise. Life is changing. You're feeling quite good about it all. You can see what you've invested your time and energy into. And although it's taken a few alternate routes, maybe that advice that's coming up for you around now is about telling you that it's going to be okay. So Spirit is just asking you just to listen. If you don't know something, go and find out a little bit more about it, but just take your time to really digest that information. Well, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed your Tarotscopes for the time of September 2018.